And welcome to another week of Let's Watch Independent Wrestling, folks.
Yeah.
Nick Ragnar, Jesse Von Ruden, and today we have a guest in our
Special guest.
A special
Yes.
guest. Red Lightning joining us. Red, thanks for being here. You actually have also brought us some great things to watch today. We're super pumped about it.
Absolutely, yeah. We're going to go way back in time.
So this first match that we got, this is you taking on T-Bone. What was
T-Bone Rhodes, yeah.
We know him as Cooter, right?
Yeah, Cooter is what he was better known as later on.
Or
but,
unfortunately known
yes,
as, right?
Yes, depending on how you look at it. But, yeah, this is from All-American Wrestling in November of '98. So
November of
shit.
'98. And we also got some stuff from NFW, correct? And we've got possibly some stuff. We're gonna see how much time we have, and we're gonna jump in and watch some random stuff. But before we get to that, let's get the plugs out of the way, man, because Showtime Championship Wrestling seems to be doing it's hot, man. It's a great place to be. And I mean, man, we've probably had you on before to talk about it a super long time ago, or maybe it was Josh.
I think it was Josh. Yeah.
But tell us a little bit about what you guys got going on and what's to come later in 2019 and how everything's going.
Absolutely, yeah. Showtime's doing great. It's a lot of fun. We got a lot of shows coming up. We got April 5th in St. Paul, Friday. Next Friday, week from Friday. And then April 6th is our debut at the Metro, which is a cool club downtown Eau Claire.
Oh, for sure, yeah,
nice,
definitely.
So yeah, we're excited about that. That's next Saturday. So
and anybody and I know that you usually do plugs at the end, but we're gonna do it both times to make sure that people know about it. Right. So if you're watching this after those shows, people can just hit up the Facebook page. You got a website. What do you got to plug for Showtime?
We're on Facebook. I think we're also on Twitter and Instagram.
Cool.
But Facebook is where we post all the updates and everything to the cards and everything.
Definitely. Showtime Championship Wrestling. Make sure to check it out. They're doing great stuff around the area. And without further ado, why don't we start watching some old school wrestling? So,
all right.
So we are going to watch it, Jesse. Are you ready for me? In 3, 2, 1.
All right, cool.
Nice.
So thank you once again for bringing in these VHS tapes.
Yeah.
We had to set up a old VCR.
Yeah, you can't see that on the camera, but it's old as shit. Jesse, you even got the tiny ass TV to go with it, like the smallest fucking TV
I'm pretty
you
sure
could
this
find.
This is my old VCR. I actually brought it into work about like 10 years ago and never brought it back. And this is a super young Red Lightning.
Oh my gosh! Look at that, the hair on top too, man. What is?
You got that babyface fire hand clap going on too.
Yeah, super skinny. What was I, 21 there, maybe? Yeah, 21.
So how long were you in the business at that point in time?
I'd been wrestling about 10 months there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is Cooters, or what was his?
He was T-Bone Rhodes at this
T-Bone
point.
Rhodes.
This was his debut match, his first match he ever had.
So
so is he the babyface because he's wearing a Bret Favre jersey?
Here we go. This is what the problem was. He's acting like a babyface, isn't he?
I saw that, yeah.
No, he's a heel.
Wait, what?
Yep.
What do you mean?
God damn.
This was the problem with AAW. Nobody knew psychology. Nobody knew, what they were supposed to do. Nobody knew what a heel was. So basically, like, the crowd is cheering for him right now because, he's playing to the crowd.
Yeah. It's
And
Bret
he's
Favre,
wearing
98.
a Bret Favre jersey, and 98.
I love how he looks like, oh God, man, you ever watch those old deathmatch tapes, right? He looks like one of the headhunters. He's got the face paint, he's got the
camel pants.
Yeah.
Yep.
So how did they? I'm more mesmerized by the fact that this gym is packed. There's fans there with signs. I mean, late 90s. I mean, plus, we watched some of the matches prior to this. I mean, lots of guys actually, in really great shape. I mean, what wrestling in the late 90s? I mean, tell us about the scene at the time.
Well, the scene at the time was like this. Like, everywhere was drawn like this. I started with Ken Patera in early 98, and my third match ever was at a high school in front of like 1,500 people. So,
oh, wow.
AAW was not the only company that drew like this, but any company that knew how to advertise at all in or anywhere in 98 was going to draw like that. And a lot of the Minnesota guys, a lot of the guys, I guess, just in general, at that time, were in really good shape. Like, I was usually the smallest guy in the locker room back then.
Yeah.
Which is different nowadays because you see a lot of guys. I mean, we have the dad bod god, for God's sake. I mean, it's like a different time and era in wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And even now, I would consider you one of the bigger guys.
Yeah.
Room, you know?
Yeah, well, now I'm about 210 pounds, but back then I was about 170.
Oh, wow.
So, like, yeah, I've put on like 40 pounds over 20 years. So.
Oh, come on, that's a pretty good rate. Yeah, that's not too bad.
Right.
Dude, I gotta buy a brand new pair of jeans like once every 3 months. It's like my waist won't stop growing. It's awful.
Oh man.
Do you remember a lot about going through this match with
T-Bone?
Yeah, do you remember about talking to him behind the curtain and all that? I mean, if it's his first match.
Yeah, see, we were going through, AAW had a camp too, which trained a lot of these new guys. And of course, like, we went over the match in camp a bunch of times and then got out there and forgot everything. But, but yeah, it was, I just remember afterwards, like, Travis and I both, trying to tell T-Bone and the guy Travis wrestled, Leland Cross, like, when they come out as a heel, don't play to the crowd and don't, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But, you know, they learned, you know, late as time went on. But
yeah. Why was he wearing a Brett Favre jersey, though? That just seems weird in Wisconsin.
I think what he was thinking was he would wear it to the ring, and then if you saw earlier on, he, like, tore it off and threw it down.
Sure.
But, like, I mean, he had already kind of established himself.
It makes it weird.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's like, I should cheer this guy, and then you're like, wait, I'm confused. What am I supposed to do?
Right, yeah.
Shout out to the female referee in 1998.
Very
Whoa,
progressive.
Very progressive stuff there.
Well, she was training, too. She was going through camp. She didn't last too long. I like my elbow pads back then.
Very volleyball-esque, I guess. Yes.
Did you pick them up at like Walmart or something like that?
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. I just knew that when I was going through camp, like.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
With bumps, like I had to wear elbow pads.
There you go.
And that was the cover there. Yeah, look at that.
Use some of that Japanese pro wrestling in there too. You know.
That was I mean, Taka Michinoku was popular at the time.
Yeah. So what got you into business then?
Oh, well, I was, I was 20 years old, and I had just gotten done, well, I was in college, and I was played basketball in college.
Okay.
And played basketball and did other extracurricular activities more so than going to class.
Okay, yeah.
So college and basketball ended prematurely. So a friend of mine saw a ad in the paper for a wrestling camp in the cities, run by Kempatera, and I called him on a Friday. Yeah, called him on a Friday, met him on Saturday, started camp Sunday.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then, like, 20 years later, still doing it. There's Travis Louie.
He looks so small. And he's, like, super pumped.
Yeah, he was only about 185 pounds there, maybe. 190.
What?
Yeah, maybe 190. Yeah. But he was ripped.
So what was his gimmick, I guess? I assume it was totally different.
He was Pretty Boy Travis Lee.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So totally different than what Jesse and I saw then.
Yeah, he wasn't God Squad Travis Lee.
Oh, he's got the bad blaster. Wow.
Yep.
First time I saw Travis Lee wrestle was like in 2002. He was doing the Tasty Travis Lee gimmick at the time.
Yeah, that was his heel gimmick. He was supposed to be a babyface here. But
he's totally a Chippendale.
He's
got the bow tie. He's like, that's right. I'm gonna get up in your face with your woman. Rub my junk in her face.
And now who's coming out to? Who's his opponent here?
Leland Cross. He didn't wrestle very long, but this was also his first match.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for a lot of these guys, like, this is a packed gym, 2,000 fans.
Yeah.
First match ever.
Yeah.
My God, he looks like a new metal nightmare.
Oh, no.
And, you know, he's supposed to be a heel, but...
He also looks like Rey Mysterio in, like,
he does!
When he gets his mask taken
Yes,
off.
that's what it is.
He was a nice guy.
What the fuck is that?
He's a bad guy, but he's
throwing toilet paper in.
Oh, okay.
That looked like a leaf blower. Like,
that's what it was, I think.
What?
They had it rigged up so it would, like...
Yeah, fuck you!
He's like, here's sanitary products for you.
Here's some toilet paper, you fucking pricks.
My God. It's like he woke up one day, watched like ECW late night, and he's like, this is exactly what I want to do.
This is who I want to be.
He rolled into the venue wearing that clothes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I mean, 98, you know, like, like you say, like ECW, that was
huge.
The look.
Yeah.
He must have listened to a lot of Beastie Boys, and that was kind of his gig. Oh, do we have the same ref in back-to-back matches, too?
Probably,
My favorite.
Well, it still happens today, too.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Yeah, I wish indie shows today could draw a crowd like that. You know, like.
What do you think the difference is?
It's because top down. WWE was so hot then.
Oh
WWF.
yeah.
You know, this is Attitude Era. This is after WrestleMania 14 where Austin beat Michaels.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You know,
WCW's hot as hell.
WCW,
too.
yeah. NWO was going strong. Yeah, wrestling was just so hot then.
And there probably weren't as many resources to get it, you know. It's like nowadays you can go to this streaming service or that one, you can search for stuff on YouTube, you can go here, you can go there.
Yeah.
But back then it was like, shit, I want more wrestling. And then there's some stuff in your backyard. It's like, I'll go see that.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah. Yep.
Because like right now, before I go to bed, I'll fucking watch 2 hours of fucking weird ass Japanese wrestling, and I'm like, oh, that's my fix. I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, look at that crowd.
That crowd's
That's
hot.
crazy, man. Yeah, there's just fucking so many people. You can't get that many people now unless you fucking book Bret Hart.
Yeah,
you have to book Bret Hart.
Yeah, you'd have to spend 10 grand on a name, you know, to.
That's crazy. No, that's a. You know, nowadays, 100, 200, I mean, that's probably considered to be a success by a lot of places nowadays.
Yeah. Yep.
You think some of that, too, is like the limitations of bookers trying to get their product hot, or is it just like the fact that almost everyone is independent contractors as workers, where you can go see a guy in like Green Bay, Milwaukee, or anything like that. You don't have to necessarily travel to go see them. You can just he'll show up in your town at some point.
Right, yeah. Well, this is the first event for AAW.
So this is the first time ever for these guys, too.
Yeah, so this is the first AAW show, and I'd say 75% of the guys were local.
Oh, really? That'll help a little bit then, obviously, too, then.
Yeah.
Because what I noticed, like, especially with Nathan Sensation Sky, whatever, he doesn't fucking care.
He doesn't listen to this show.
He shared that Ben Holberg was there, and he shared that video the dad bod got him coming out in the entrance and everybody chanting his name and stuff. And you would have thought, I mean, that place looked packed. There's probably 300 people there, maybe four maybe. But
the Eagles for Showtime.
Yeah, they were just so loud and so hot, and it brought a smile to your face to see it because you don't see that kind of stuff anymore.
No, he is so over in Showtime. It's unbelievable, and it was an organic thing. It just started. It just built, over time, and those aren't necessarily people that he knows either. You know, I mean, it's.
Well, that's when you know a gimmick's working. It's like when people you don't know were cheering.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep.
Holy shit.
Oh, that might be it right there.
Thought about the bridge. Let it go.
Yep.
But you guys also have to take some credit for that too, in building a place where people want to go and where they're ready to be hot for that. Whoa.
Yeah,
what
the fuck? Yeah, that was like a Rob Van Dam split leg.
Wow, that's crazy.
Picked that up from his years at Chippendale.
Exactly. Yeah, AEW was, it drew pretty well, like the first 3 shows that they did, especially at Regis High School.
Yeah.
Then it started slowly kind of going down.
Tapering off a little bit.
Yeah.
Was it like a combination of overexposure, or
I think it was a combination of the booking wasn't the greatest in AEW, and also, it could just be that they ran too often, maybe, and kind of, I don't know, overexposed, right, is what you're saying.
So I think the last AAW show, wow, what the fuck happened there? The last AAW show, I zoomed the fuck out, dude. So the last one I went to, it was like the summer of 02. They were running a bowling alley volleyball pit.
Yeah.
I just remember that place sucked so much ass.
Was that Wagner's in Eau Claire?
Might have been, yeah.
that was where they were running at the end, and they were drawing, you know, a couple hundred people probably. But
yeah,
I mean, when it started out like this, you know,
I think you're kind of almost seeing that this is this dude's first match. He seems a little.
Oh, with Leland, yeah.
Yeah, just a little. You can see some of those tendencies. Yeah, apprehensive. Yep, exactly. Yep.
But that's a good wrestling name, though. Leland Cross.
Yeah.
Where's he nowadays? Do you know?
The last I heard, he had a tattoo place in the Wisconsin Dells.
Okay. So he lived the gimmick. I like it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. But I don't know. I haven't seen him in years.
Working on that arm viciously.
Yeah, you know, it just feels weird too, because like a match is a little disjointed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this shit.
Whoa, buddy.
Wow.
It is. You know what? It is kind of. I think it is kind of interesting, like watching back some of this stuff too, because I feel like with wrestling today, like the idea of like telling that story in the ring or just having the spots lined up matters so much more. I don't know why. You know what I'm trying to say? Opposed to back then, it seemed like you could just kind of go with the flow.
True. Yeah. I mean, a lot of it too is that Travis had been working maybe about a year here.
Okay.
But everybody pretty much in AEW was pretty green.
Focus. Son of a bitch.
Everybody was pretty green, and I think a lot of people were getting lost, you know, too. So,
is he gonna pile drive his ass on the outside of the ring?
No, back body drop, brother.
Oh,
you hear that? That was sick.
Right on the gym floor.
Oh.
So was the principal watching from the side, like, oh shit?
Yeah, probably.
We just buffed those floors.
Dude's got like 50 piercings, and he's just on the floor, like scratching that.
Gonna scratch it up. Yeah.
So how did communication work back then? So you guys have like your set times and stuff like that. Did the referee know how long the match was supposed to go? Did you guys know what spots you're supposed to end?
That's gotta
clearly, this has got to be the fit. What the fuck?
He kicked out after one, I think. Whoa.
Wow.
No,
he's Steve-Oing him.
There wasn't good communication like that. No, it was all. I mean,
they
knew
in front of the ref. Just a dick shot.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Dick shot.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know what to fucking do now. You can't do that.
Right, yeah.
He's like, too late.
But as a promoter now, you were watching this match, you'd be like, go home, guys.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, they're kind of losing it here, but.
Oh, that was a nice belly to belly.
It is it feels a little weird at this point. The back body drop on the outside, the dick punch.
Yeah. There's just kind of
belly,
a lot
belly.
of stuff going on that doesn't really fit together.
But probably an opportunity, I guess, if it's their first show, just to kind of see what they can do. I don't.
I love her expression.
Yeah. Not quite. Oh man.
So Nick, are you taking notes since you got that Lego match coming up?
Oh shit, man!
Weeks?
I'm not a
You're doing a Lego match?
Well, in RCCW, I've been managing Alex and Trey as Cal Creed.
Okay.
As we were 3BF, three best friends, for a pretty long time, and then Alex turned face, and then me and Cal stayed together, and I'm taking a break from the wrestling thing, so my send-off was going to be me and Alex in a singles Lego match, because Alex and Cal's payoff was at the last show. So I'm not a wrestler, but I've done one-offs. I think it's like, you know, the gimmick works in lacrosse especially, and people just want to see me get my ass kicked.
Right,
so
right.
Alex is just going to cap off our big 3BF breakup that's been going on for like a year now. He's just going to whoop my ass probably for like 10 minutes, and then I'll be done for a little bit. But yeah.
Okay, nice. This should be it here, I think.
Oh wow,
big Samoan drop.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
So what do we want to watch next?
Yeah. Let's go to this one.
Way to go, Travis Lee. Big victory there. Highlight of his young
Everybody
career.
has like 80s hair metal band
music. Oh, come on. We got to stick around for the promo, though. Nope,
no
he's
promo.
Like, fuck the promo. I'm done. I am done.
All right, this is the second AAW show. This was in March of '99. And one of the main storylines was Hannibal and Manimal with Master Quinn, right?
Hannibal and Manimal?
Yeah, Hannibal was Hannibal Lecter, right?
Okay.
And Manimal, this is his gimmick. And but once again, AAW with its kind of goofy booking, like Hannibal and Manimal are monsters, right? They get over as baby faces, but they have a heel manager. So like,
okay,
you know, this is the downfall of AEW was the booking, but.
So correct me if I'm wrong. This guy, he like the Undertaker is like a dead man. This guy is literally a man that is dead.
Exactly, yeah, like a zombie.
This is like super.
The Scream Mask.
Yeah, this is like crazy ass production.
Yeah,
an indie show. We got
awesome.
we got druids wearing Scream masks.
Yeah,
there was a fucking crossfade there. You know, because like you saw the Scream Mask and the casket at the same time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty amazing. And AEW would put a lot of emphasis on the entrances.
Yeah. Wow. But then that's how you make the characters feel bigger than life,
exactly,
right?
Yeah. Yep.
He's in a casket.
Yeah.
I love how the play-by-play guy sounds like Paul Heyman.
It's Don Rue.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
You won't believe it.
Wow.
I love that new jacket Master Quinn has, though. Apparently.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
How did you get the smoke and shit in there?
I had the smoke bomb things in there.
Really?
Yeah. Now watch where he looks at the camera.
It's a fucking severed.
Yeah. That's the only thing Manimal would listen to. The severed head.
Wait, is that man? That's Hannibal and that's Manimal?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. This is incredible. Holy shit.
Is that a mask? Is it a ton of makeup? What is it?
It's makeup, yeah.
Is it really?
It was like a face mask and like makeup on it, and like, it would take him like 2 or 3 hours to get that.
Wow.
That's dedication.
Mm-hmm. There's T-Bone Rhodes.
T-Bone Rhodes makes a second appearance.
We don't have to watch the match because the match is like 45 minutes and it's not good. Yeah.
The match is 45 minutes.
It was something ridiculous. I mean, yeah, at least 26.
I've seen that fucker around before.
That's can't think of his name now, but yeah, he was a referee for a long time.
Yeah.
Steve
Bruck. So he went under his
He just went under his real name, yeah.
So wait, is this like a referee match?
It's a ref versus ref match because, like I say, like it had kind of been building, and Steve was going through AAW camp as training.
What the fuck? Holy shit! He just murdered him. Did he just no sell it? Looked like he got right back up.
Yeah, here it is. This is how it started. Yeah, ref versus ref.
Wait, who's beating him up though? What the heck's going on?
That's the other ref.
That's the other ref, but he took his ref shirt off?
Yeah, Jay Rogstad, yeah. And this was Steve's only match in AAW.
So why did Steve continue wearing the shirt?
I think he had just reffed that last match.
Oh, okay, so he wasn't okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense then. Ref versus ref with a ref.
Yeah.
Steve Bruckner trying to regain his composure here.
Do you not know the rules? You're a fucking ref.
Of course I know the rules. That's why I attacked him before the match. Holy shit, he looks the same.
He looks, yeah, I mean, a little bit.
Except he's got that 98 boy band haircut where it's like parted down the middle.
Was Pa Stardom at this show?
I'm sure he was, yeah. I'm sure he was.
That's weird. He does everything the same. It's still the same guy. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, this was like 20 years ago. This is in March of '99. Or maybe April. I don't know.
Is it kind of weird that they're like billed as refs, but they're taking bumps and like selling it as if they were wrestlers?
Yeah.
Is that weird?
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of things AEW did was weird.
Didn't make sense.
Yeah.
But sure.
But yeah. I mean, both these guys were in camp, in AEW camp, so.
I'm just imagining like freaking like Rod and Ben Holberg like like going one-on-one.
Yeah. I don't want to watch that match.
It's like any of the local refs. Just
Who's
like,
that weird heater on the outside? It looks like he's carrying around a bottle of Thunderbird.
Do you know what that is? No.
I gotta see him. I gotta see him to remember who that was.
A headlock now by Bruckner on Rockstead.
It's like right there, that dude.
Who is that guy? Is he a fan
That looks
or?
like that looks like Hurricane. That was his gimmick name.
His gimmick
So
name
like
was Hurricane?
he did like one battle royal and that was it.
He bumps the same.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I'm pretty sure he got clothesline in the face, too.
Because I think he ducked down like at the last minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is awesome. This is gold. This is like the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
He's
This
even
is so
doing the whole
awesome.
like, oh no, do the shake.
I just love. He's just dropping leg drops, and it's just.
Oh, I know
like,
it's supposed to be a ref versus
Yeah.
ref.
Yeah,
I
he's just
know.
dropping these like split leg, like these, just elbow drops, leg drops.
There's no stomps, chokes.
Which is what you expect in a ref match. They'd just
Yeah.
be fighting, but he's
Yeah.
like, "Here's all this technical shit, dude."
They're wrestling, yeah.
That was the weirdest transition ever. Totally missed that jawbreaker.
But yeah, this was, like I said, they kind of built this up, but yeah, it was just kind of weird how they were supposed to be refs, but they came out and actually wrestled, you know, and like
Super weird. Yeah. And the chops and stuff. It's just so. It's like it's mind-boggling. It's just like fucks your mind a little bit.
Oh,
And now he's like, "I'll get in there. You want me? I'll wrestle as well. I don't give a shit." Whoa.
see, that's what a ref would do.
See, now that looks like a
Yeah,
ref.
that looks, yeah, right. Exactly. Oh, so he must have been managing J-Rock then if he's got his shirt.
Okay.
He's totally fucking
okay.
drinking. Look at that. He's got a bottle, everything.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, he's gonna kill him.
He actually pile drove him. Okay.
Yep.
Like any other ref would be absolutely murdered by that.
Yeah,
He'd
but
be paralyzed.
He's going to kick out.
So this is like Super Indies before Super Indies was a thing.
Wow.
But yeah, the crowd, again, like this is the third show, and I mean the crowd again is huge.
Yeah.
It might not be quite as full, but there's still probably,
There's still a good amount of people.
yeah,
Right.
1,800 to 2,000.
Jeez, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And they came to see this. This is what they. Whoop up po.
How much was a ticket price back in '99?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I wonder. I'm sure it was very similar to.
Oh shit!
I'm sure it was similar to today's. Probably not much different.
Man,
Probably $20 for ringside.
that's like $20 '99 money, man.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So after this, did they become full-time wrestlers, or did they just go back to reffing?
Well, this was the last match in AEW for Stardom.
Okay.
And his first match.
His first and last match, yeah. They got Jim, quote unquote, fired him after this, and then Jay went on to wrestle as J-Rock.
Okay.
Okay, I remember J-Rock.
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was good. I liked working with him.
What's he up to these days?
I have no idea.
Nope.
I have noticed that Stardom seems to definitely be a little rough. It just appears to be that way.
Right.
A little stiff, a little
What the
kind
fuck?
of obviously maybe a little careless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the issue then, and well,
geez, now you watch him. The dude's, you know, however old, and he's taking crazy bumps. You wonder.
Well, he just took one right there.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? Yeah, I know.
Outside the ring here at Regis Rumble. The referee counting out both men here.
Look at those steps.
Yeah, who did you end up working on this show?
On this one?
Yeah.
Oh man, it was me and Travis in a tag against a babyface and a heel team.
Okay.
So one of the guys was a face, one of the guys was a heel, and the face was the guy that never wanted to do a job.
Okay.
And so it was AAW-rific.
Was that a saying? Was that a saying back in the day?
And now he goes to the front face lock on Bruckner.
I still
Gator roll, man.
I still tell this story, but I remember when they set up a ring in the back of. I made bad decisions. They set up a ring in the back of Shay's house, who is one of the owners of RCCW a long time ago, and Steve had just like gotten out of jail or something.
Okay.
And I went over there and I was like, yeah, man, this is when I still had aspirations of like trying to do something, but we didn't have any camps around here.
Right.
And they were like, well, you can come over and like roll around in the ring a little bit and whatever. And D-Rock was going to be there. And then they're like, and Stardom just like showed up. He's like, oh, I just got out of jail and whatever. And it's like, oh, shit, well, you want to work with Nick in the ring? And this is before I knew any better. And I was like, yeah, Brett, let's come on, let's do stuff. He was like, you ever taken a clothesline before? I was like, yeah, sure, dude. He fucking clotheslined me for like 45 minutes, hard as fuck.
Well, and
I remember he knocked me on my ass like 30 straight times, and I was like, I don't think I'm learning anything from this. What the fuck?
He's a fucking Lions soul. He's a fucking ref. He did Lions.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I just remember Steve was clotheslining me so hard. He looked at his arm and he showed me, and he had bruises on his arm. And I was like, I remember being
man.
I don't know what to say in this scenario, but I'm pretty sure I'm not learning jack shit from this session.
Was he foaming at the mouth too?
He was. I swear to God, he was. Swear to God. Yeah.
Bruises everywhere.
Yeah, that was like, what the fuck? Ever since I was just like, yeah, fuck that. If he's ever, I'm not going there. Fuck that. That was a bad mistake. You want to take some pile drivers, dude? Or?
Was that the first time you were ever in the ring?
No, I'd been on and off training for a while, but the first time that I ever was in training was we were at Todd's house in Black River Falls. He had his ring set up there. But Stardom and Ace were there, and Todd was obviously there.
He's got to tie his shoes.
Yeah.
What was your first day of camp like, Red? I mean, seriously, you made a contact on a Friday, set it up on a Saturday, and then you showed up on a Sunday.
Yeah, so Friday night I called the number in the paper, talked to Jim, actually, who was the recruiter for Patera's camp. And Jim was like, yeah, I'm taking guys up tomorrow to go meet him. And I'm like, all right, I'll be there. So we go up Saturday, we go and meet with Ken at a restaurant. There's probably 30 of us there.
Yeah.
And Ken bought everybody dinner.
No way.
Yeah.
Real? Wow.
And
good dinner? Or?
Yeah. It was good. And then he was telling us about what to expect in the camp. You know, Sunday we go. Probably only half of the people showed up on that Sunday. And he had us we ran a mile. Then we went in and we did like 100 squats. Then we did a bunch of sit-ups and a bunch of push-ups, and we didn't even get in the ring.
Yeah?
Nice.
Like, that was it, right? And then the next weekend, the next Friday, only 5 of us showed up.
They're weeding some of the guys out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the next week when we got there and there were only 5 of us there, Patera was like, I figured that's all that was going to show up. Like, I knew that everybody else was going to quit. I knew you 5 were the only ones. So, yeah, I mean, it went from 30 to 5, you know, and then the 5 of us went through camp.
Is that it?
Who went through camp with you, then?
It was me, Mad Wolverine, the Annihilator, who was on briefly, and a guy he went by the name of the Farmer. He only wrestled for Patera. And then another guy, his name was Mike, and he only had like a couple matches and tore his ACL and then he quit. So, yeah. But yeah, there were 5 of us. And the Farmer passed away 2002 or so, and then Wolverine passed away like 08 or 09.
Yeah.
So Yeah.
And welcome back to GrappleTalk. Oh boy.
There's Pa Stardom. Look at that old fucker.
That is Pa Stardom.
Holy shit. He looks like doesn't look like a day over 600 there. And there is Peter B.
It's Peter B, man.
All right, so this is an Okay, this is a promotion that we're not going to name, but this is from what year?
2001.
2001. Okay, so this is literally like 2 years later.
How did you get this tape? You bought it? Did they have tapes?
They gave them out. Yeah.
Did they really?
They gave them out. Wow.
Yeah, this is like 2001. I'm guessing.
2001. Man, look at that haircut. Peter
oh
B,
no, he's
beautiful.
gonna cut a promo. And where is this? Do you think? Do you know?
It's at a community center in a town that's unincorporated.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So 2 years later, you went from wrestling packed gyms to in front of 10 people. What was going through your head at this time, Brett? You're like, man, I started like I was a fucking hot shit in front of a gym.
Now you come out and there's like 10 people out there.
This show must have had a sound system because
yeah,
there were others that I did in that building that there was no sound system. And so
what was it? What'd they do?
The promoter yelling from the back, like the names of the wrestlers. Coming to,
yeah. Oh, no! Was he like also yelling their music too?
No, I asked. I specifically requested that he sing my entrance song, but he didn't do it.
So it was just dead quiet.
Yeah, dead quiet. But I mean, there was a crowd like this.
Crazy.
And I have no idea what match this is or who he's wrestling here, but
I mean, that's a pretty cool jacket, you know. Like, that's like something you would wrap around like a potato.
Wow, I'm still baffled that.
Yeah, this is 2 years. This is literally 2 years later. Yeah.
So Pete, at this point in time, he must have just a rookie at this point.
No, he'd been around a couple. I think he might have started in like '99.
Okay.
But I think he started down around Milwaukee, like for Badger State.
What the fuck is up with this camera? Is this up on someone's shoulder or what the fuck?
I think they had it on like a tripod.
Well, that tripod's fucking breaking.
Yeah, somebody was messing with it.
Oh, trying to get the.
Yeah, this is Romeo Valentino.
Oh, I know Romeo. He's a good guy. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, like I say, this would have been sometime in 2001.
So Badger State, that was pre-Powerhouse,
yeah,
right?
that was the same. It was run by Mike and Robin, but they just changed the name in 2002, I think.
Okay.
I just like the cargo shorts of the ref, but also wrestling boots. Like there's so much conflicting stuff there. Untucked shirt just all over the place.
Man, he looks like trash.
Yeah.
The ref looks like trash.
That's Jimmy Kennedy. Jimmy. Yep.
What's he up to these days?
I have no idea. Yeah, no idea. I think he kind of followed in Travis's footsteps.
Okay.
Became super religious too after getting out of wrestling.
Does that actually happen a lot with a lot of
Not
people?
a lot. Yeah. I mean, I've seen it a couple times, but
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, going from the AEW crowd to this.
Yeah, what was that? That must have been a weird. That's literally night and day. It's not even like a transition. It's like holy shit.
So you're driving to this town in probably like a '92 Buick Century. Right?
No, I would have had at this point. I probably had a '89 Chevy Cavalier.
Fucking hate. So anyhow, you're driving to this show and you're like, man. Okay, so there was no GPS. You had road maps?
Yeah, Yep. And I just had an address. So, like, usually, like, when I would go to a town I didn't know.
God, the damn dancing spot.
The dancing spot, yep.
How long has this spot been around, the dancing spot?
A long time.
God damn.
So, what I would do back then is I would have an address, and, like, I would just get to the town and then stop at a gas station or whatever, and ask where the building was.
Did you ever get, like, dirty looks from people, too? They're, like, smoking cigarettes. And they're like, why you want to go to this address? And you're like, I got a thing tonight.
Yeah.
Are you one of those wrestlers?
There was some weird stuff. Yeah. But, like, This building was not hard to find because, you know, the town was like one street.
Oh my God, that ring is, look how bad that ring is.
It looks like it's
shifty.
about to fall apart. It's not good.
I'm pretty sure that's a 2x4 holding that like ring post together. What the fuck?
Oh, almost had the 3 there.
I mean, that drop kick, man.
Did you get paid?
No. I mean, yeah, I could go into all kinds of stories on that.
What the fuck?
Drop him. And someone in the crowd's like, do it again, dude. Do it again.
That's
what the
awesome.
Hell?
What?
Oh, he dropped it on his face.
Okay. Is that it? Why isn't he counting?
Because apparently he doesn't like Peter B.
Oh.
So is
Peter B is the bad guy.
Is he a good guy in this match?
No, I can't. No, I don't think so.
I think he's the bad guy.
Well, he did the dancing spots. That kind of means he's like a good guy, right?
I don't know. I can't tell.
What the fuck is happening, dude? He got pushed over and he was like unconscious for like 5 seconds there. That was weird.
Did you almost contemplate quitting the business after the show? You're like,
there were. I mean, the thing is this was the norm for, you know, that time frame for the company there, and it was like, yeah, I mean, how I looked at it as ring time experience.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You know.
Did you work anywhere else?
I worked other places, yeah.
Okay.
I was working for ACW over in Green Bay.
Oh,
okay,
sure.
Yeah.
Mike Mercury, Eric Hammers era, when they had UPN 32.
Yep.
Oh, God, they had a hell of a good product.
Yeah. So, like, I looked at it as, okay, I can, you know, work on stuff. I can practice. I can try new stuff out, you know.
Absolutely. I agree with that 110%, but it still sucks looking back at me. Like, fuck, man.
Now, is that something that, you know, you kind of encourage a lot of young talent to do, is branch out,
Oh, yeah.
work as slummy of shows as possible?
Well,
make
I
sure
mean,
you
not
get paid.
necessarily.
Because we've heard that. So some, because like some promoters and guys that,
you
know,
just kicked him right in the dick.
Mentor younger wrestlers will say, you know, branch out, but don't go to those certain promotions.
Well,
but other ones might say go and try to get work in.
See, back then I didn't know any better.
Sure.
But I mean, you kind of got to be careful about where you book yourself at, because you can kind of get pigeonholed into, that guy does these types of shows. You know what I mean? So like, you got to kind of, I mean, you can do them once in a while, and but just there's more work now than there was then.
Yeah.
So like you can get bookings in decent promotions now.
Yeah, sure.
It's like the quality of promotions with like the number of them, like higher than it's been in probably like 20
I think so.
years.
Yeah, the number of better quality promotions is higher than it was.
Yeah.
So in 01, how many promotions? He totally fucking whiffed that kick. 01, about this time, like how many promotions were kind of going around?
Well, in the cities there were probably 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And in Wisconsin, I mean, Mid-American was going, ACW, this one, and Badger State.
Okay.
So that, I mean, there was maybe 4 in the whole state.
Wow.
And Wisconsin's a pretty big state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there might have been another 1 or 2 around Milwaukee, but I wasn't totally aware of them. But I know it was Badger State and Carmine, basically.
Yeah. And like, you know, Carmine had between that and ACW, those were like the 2
Those
spots.
are the 2. Yeah. Yep. And I had 1 tryout match for Carmine for Mid-American. That was the only time I was down there.
Yeah.
But I was in ACW all the time.
Yeah, who did you actually work in that tryout match?
I worked with Mason Diggs.
Okay.
He was an AAW guy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't know if you guys have recognized this, but that referee has refused to count like 3 straight times now.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this match will ever end, which is it's just sad.
Oh my God. Oh, another.
What? Was he a wrestler in train? I'm so confused at what the hell is happening.
I don't know.
He's literally interjected himself in the match like 30 times.
He is more comfortable with Peter B's dick than Peter B is. I know, like. What the fuck? Is that Stardom just hanging out by his dad too?
He might be hanging out there. I don't know.
What the fuck?
Or that might have been just another guy that was always hanging around.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? What the fuck is going on in this shit, dude? What the fuck?
See, it might have been set up during the promo too. I don't know.
Well, I think like the promo more likely was like, "Hey, listen here, man. Like you and me, we don't get along. I know you got to ref my match. Call it down the middle." And the ref's like, "Yeah, sure, whatever. Jerk off motion."
Okay, maybe that's
It's still weird though, like the dick punches and the. This whole thing is just. What's up with all the weird ref
and he's
shit
so
lately?
strong. Look at that.
What the Why did he even need to do that?
Oh, leg drop, brother.
That was a decent looking leg drop.
Yeah,
it was. Yeah.
This match is over.
He's not counting again. It's like 5. This is like.
And Peter's being pinned.
Yeah.
As you can tell, this probably. Well, I don't even know.
So
I can't even comment on anything.
It's so confusing. What's happening?
Wait. Is he calling for a disqualification?
And the fans are probably like, what the fuck is
What
going
the fuck?
Just made him win?
What the fuck? Holy shit, what the fuck? Are you kidding me?
Darn.
He spent
come on,
the
man.
whole fucking match, the ref is just like nut punching Peter B, all that shit. And then the second Romeo, it's like,
Disqualified?
ring the bell, brother.
Oh my god, you guys. Oh my good god. Oh, the jump cut. More stuff.
Wow. Wow.
That was literally the most oh, what is he doing now? Oh no. Oh no. I think he's doing the people's elbow right now. He's really doing it. Yep, here it comes. Oh boy. There it is.
Big pop.
Oh yeah. Deafening pop.
Oh my god. Does it get to a point when there's only 10 people out there you just don't give a shit or anything? Or is that what these guys are doing?
It's possible, yeah. It's possible.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going through their heads right now. I'd be like,
I think they're God damn. I'm surprised that ring didn't break.
I can't believe that
Another jump cut.
What's happening now? Who's that?
I don't know. I don't even know what's going on. Oh, that's Chaz Kildare.
Chaz Kildare? Kildare?
Yeah. We don't have to watch any more of this, do we?
All right. I'm more really curious about the rest of that show, but I just don't want to watch it.
You could. I mean, yeah.
We could do a whole episode on that when Red's gone.
Oh,
yes,
we could.
Then you certainly can. I don't want to be here for it.
Like next week, you want to do this show?
You got 4 shows on that tape that you could do.
God.
Oh my god. We should just live stream it. Just do a whole fucking 10 hours straight. We just watched a fucking ref stone cold stunner in people's elbow somebody.
All right, so Red, lessons. This is something that we always do at the end of every episode, even no matter how shitty it is. We try to always find the positives and something that a worker can actually use when it comes to hey man, advancing yourself.
Okay.
Is there anything in these 4 matches that we watched that you can give someone good positive feedback about to be hey, young guys, you saw that in that match?
Yeah.
Do that or do not do that.
The basic thing I can take away from this is try to get yourself booked in with companies that will book the show correctly.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Use you correctly. And if you get a chance to work a show that maybe isn't quite as well run, use it to work on your stuff. Don't do stupid stuff on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Like use the ring time wisely, and actually try to, improve your stuff, work on new stuff. Just
Fuck, man. I think if somebody tells me to get in a fucking casket and be a man that is dead, I'd do that shit in a heartbeat. That was fucking cool as shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right. So so we're breaking kayfabe here. You're one of the Scream guys, right?
Yeah, I was one of the Scream
Okay,
guys,
so
yeah.
did you throw the smoke bomb in and then close the lid?
Okay,
or
yeah,
did he actually have the smoke bomb and then you open it up? And then,
they had holes cut in the casket and he had something that he could breathe through that was going outside. And the smoke bombs were placed in there just before we take them out. Okay. And then we'd shut the lid, and it would be just all smoke in there.
Wow.
So
did he come up with that gimmick, or was that something that...
I don't know who came up with it, but Manable is one of my best friends. His name is Dan.
Wow.
And we're still good friends 20 years later. But he was only 19 years old when he did that gimmick.
How long was he in the business for? Yeah. Was he in for a while?
2001 era, he would come up with me on those shows that we watched at the end.
Yeah.
And that was it. He
had enough after that. He's like, fuck that, man. Wow. If I keep doing those shows, that Manable gimmick will be a real fucking thing in a couple years.
But
man.
he didn't do the Manable gimmick after he left AAW. He quit AAW.
Oh, okay.
And then he just wrestled under a different gimmick. But
I think stuff like that's
how
important.
How much money will we have to pay him to do that gimmick again?
I don't know if he'd do it no matter what you paid him.
Honestly, that shit's it's hokey and it's kind of corny. But if you did that at a show today, it'd probably get over. People would love that shit.
Yeah. That
was cool, man.
I just wouldn't book a heel ref with him or a heel manager with him.
Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, I also wouldn't. I think if I learned anything, you need a ref that's emotionally invested, but that's as far as they need to go. Yeah. We literally watched a one-on-one ref match. And then basically a handicap match with a referee in it. That was, just a couple weeks after we watched that other referee thing where the kid did a lion salt and killed himself again.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Also, it's one of those things, it's if you know you're going to be on tape, make sure you have a look that's going to look like, I don't know.
You sell yourself.
Yeah, sell yourself, man. But Leland Cross, fucking Rey Mysterio.
Right.
That was crazy, But he was living his gimmick,
Yeah. Well, those early AEW matches, the training was not good.
Yeah.
And so a lot of those guys didn't even know what a babyface and what a heel was and how you're supposed to interact with the crowd, because I'd been trained by Patera in early '98.
Yeah.
And by December of '98, I was asked to run the AAW.
Oh my gosh!
Training camp. Wow. Yeah, to be the trainer, and I'm like, no, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah.
But you were probably the best guy suited for the job at the time.
Yeah, I mean they offered it to me, and I was like, no, I'm not. I can't train people. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Well, as of this taping tonight, I mean this will come out after, but tonight you're getting back in the ring for an R-rated show at a bar, so you're kind of going back to your roots a little bit. But then again, let us know Showtime. What is Showtime Wrestling? Where can people check you guys out if they want to go to a show?
Sure, yeah. Check us out on Facebook, and we got April 5th in St. Paul, April 6th downtown Eau Claire.
What else? Do you have anything else booked right now?
Yeah, we got May 3rd in St. Paul and May 4th in Eau Claire.
Okay,
as well.
Cool, man. Well, thanks for coming on. Thanks for giving us the tapes.
For sure.
We might have to keep that unnamed promotion, and maybe we'll have to watch that one with just us, because that seems like some good shit, man.
I'm not going to comment any further, but if you guys, go ahead.
I think we might have to. We won't have any fucking insight into it, but we'll call it to the best we can call it, man.
I don't know. Maybe we could find someone who's got insight too, right?
Sky, get up.
He might do
sensation.
It. Yeah.
All right,
cool.
Well, that does it for this week on Let's Watch Indie Wrestling. Thank you, Red, for being our guest this time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, sir.
Yeah, it was fun.
We'll catch you guys next time. Bye.